Good morning. Ooh, it is finish day. Thank you for all the Finnish people out there that make this day possible. There's an entire country of you. I appreciate you. You're not unnoticed. I see you, Finland. Okay, so today we're gonna finish a track. We're gonna finish How Are You? And if you're tuning in for the first time, thank you. If you're returning, thank you as well. Hopefully we see the ghost today. First guy that made a comment yesterday. We had 4 concurrent viewers, 60 something total streams. That is awesome. Thank you for the support. Please leave a like, comment, suggestions, serious concerns. Please subscribe, ring the notification bell if this is your jam. If not, we will make tiny little jars of jelly and we will give them out. We'll pass them out for free. And everyone will be happy. Okay, speaking of happy, let's get into it. This was a very happy one. I didn't get too far ahead of myself, okay? I did a couple things. I told you I wouldn't, but you know, it's just so difficult. When you make music, and especially my favorite time of making music is when you've got your idea, you got the whole thing, and you export it for the first time and listen to it for the first time. And at that moment, it's just yours, you know. Technically, it's ours, because now I'm sharing that moment with you. But it's a very intimate, special moment for me. I really enjoy having that music that nobody else has. And it's something you create. How beautiful is that? Okay, so we're going to get into it. You can see this big brick wall of problems here that we have in the cycles. Now again, there is no multi-tracking on the cycle, so this is very difficult to address. Now either we do another run through, which I mean we could, but there's limited days, limited time, we have so much music to make. I don't think we're gonna do that. So if we zoom in here, if we just hold control and mouse wheel up, we can see that we've got some issues here on the transients. Now I had put a limiter on here, but the look ahead was not really quite enough, and I probably should have made the ceiling -2 dB instead of -1, because there are certainly some points here where we have some audio clipping. You know, you can see right here as this goes up, it is clipping right there. So we'll hear how that sounds. There's not too much we can do about it. It doesn't drive me too crazy. It's a slight clip, nothing terrible. Let's take a listen. So you could hear the little clip right there. Oh, it's such a happy song. Let's not get too into it there. So in the future, you know, we'll still be doing stuff with the cycles, and we'll be doing different combinations of gear as well. I'm going to try to do one album, couple pieces of gear. So this last album is just going to be the cycles and the Korg Minilogue. But in the future, we will be using some, we'll just say more advanced gear that has the ability to have per track out. So kick drum on its own track, snare drum on its own track. That way we can individually address some of the EQ issues, compression issues on a per track basis. Right now we've just got a stereo 2-track out of the cycle, so that's all 6 tracks summed into just a 2-track out. Makes it very difficult to, well, impossible, well, nearly, to address some of these issues that we're having. And then same thing here with the Korg Minilogue XD. Again, if you are unfamiliar, we are running everything in groups with a MIDI and audio channel in the group with a external instrument on the MIDI channel. And here you can see it's grayed out. And it's grayed out because unfortunately Korg has not fixed their drivers yet. Korg, if you ever watch this, you won't. I know you won't. But if you had, you would know how much I would just love if you update your drivers. If the Minilogue is not in the top 10 MIDI devices, it just doesn't exist. Not the Windows, it doesn't. I don't know about Apple, but so that audio is also fixed. Now it's on its own channel though, so we could address some things. But let's say we didn't like the notes or something, we cannot change that. But we can change some of the issues that we have with the MIDI basic silk horns. And the issue I had, I wanted to change just a couple notes here. And I don't, well, as long as you don't tell anybody, nobody will know. But in the video, you can see I'm, playing the keyboard, and it actually goes off screen when I played the wrong note. So I don't think anyone's gonna know. Just don't tell them. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Let's take a listen and see what we want to change with this basic silk horn. Let's start it back a little bit. And there it is. And you can hear that, I knew I made a mistake, and then I just played the correct note after it. And like sometimes that's okay, but it kind of bothered me. There you go. You gotta get that note up, buddy. Okay. So let's zoom in here. We can see we had a klutzy finger. Okay, that's my klutzy sausage fingers. That makes sense. It adds up. Let's get our bearings here. Where are we? Okay. Yes, here. So we're just going to remove that. We're gonna put this one up. Oops. But before we do that, let's put it back down. Let's put this other one up, and now this one up. Alright, let's hear it in the context. Look at my incredible timing. Now, a lot of this timing, I'm okay with it being off a little bit. It's actually going to give a little bit more space for it to breathe. If everything is on the downbeats, then everything is competing for sound on that downbeat. So by it happening just a little bit after, we're going to have a little bit more space for this synth solo. So oftentimes, some people really try to get in here and, oh, look at that. He wasn't perfect. And they just, they are zoomed in times a billion until they get it right. We like our mistakes. It's okay. We like some of our mistakes. The ones we don't like, we learn from. Then we move on. Let's just go back a little bit more. Now this one I may want a little bit earlier. Try it right there. There we go. And maybe this one early. Let's just do a little early there. Here, how that sounds. Oh, there we go. Get a little bit more of a squelch out of it. That was great. Excellent. Okay. So, let's hear the entire solo. Turn on this little headphone here, and okay, and maybe just make it off a little bit. Let's hear how that sounds. there. Come back to me. Come back. That's what we wanted. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with the way the basic Silkhorn solo has gone. Ooh, 1 view. Thank you, viewer. We're on the board. We're in business. We're professionals. Okay, now let's take a look at the vocals. All right. When I say, how are you? Now, one thing you'll notice, we won't be able to do too much today, unfortunately. Again, you notice no shirt. It's going to be another hot, hot day. We are already sitting 60-70% CPU usage. Why, you may ask? Well, if we just turn this off, it goes all the way down to 4%. Incredible. The Nectar plugin that we're using is using that much CPU usage. Remarkable. Maybe I'm not using it right, but we only need this for a couple things here. So we are going to listen to that. You'll notice we've got a limiter at the end of our chain. Look ahead of 3 milliseconds and a ceiling of -1 dB. You know, vocals can come in very dynamic, a high dynamic range. So that's kind of just a brick wall limiter at the very end. You'll notice inside of the Nectar plugin, we've got a couple things going on. A slight pitch correction in the key of C in the low vocal register at a 50% strength. So most of what I'm singing in this, I didn't sing any high notes because I was sick. I'm still sick, actually. So I noticed my vocal timbre was much more nasally. Nobody likes nasally, okay? So we gotta fix that. It just doesn't sound good. Well, we can drown it out with reverb, but we lose some articulation in the vocals, and it can kind of just get lost in the mix, you know. So we've got a couple things here, some small EQ adjustments, increasing the headroom here, a couple dips, couple boosts. We have a compressor, and if we're looking at, if we turn this on, when I say, well, I would say turn it on. I'm going to spare you because we're going to get a lot of audio crackling because it is literally frying my CPU. So yes, but we did pretty heavy compression on that. Really, I should have changed the input gain on the vocals. You know, hindsight's always going to be 20/20. We just want to learn from our mistakes, you know. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I will continue to try to learn, and that's all you can do. So we've got another EQ here. We've got at the 245 to kind of 250 hertz, that ooh kind of syllable, taking some of the boominess out of it, and we have a high cut as well, right around 11.4K. This is to take some of the shrill timbre, some of that nasaliness off of those vocals. And then, so we'll turn this off again. Then we're going to solo this. We'll just close Nectar for now. We're going to solo it, but without all the nice Nectar juice on the vocals. So this is a mostly dry vocal. We do have a little stock reverb and delay here on our sends. Reverb is send A, and we've got the delay as send B. This is just stock Ableton effects here. So there will be slight effects with the EQ brick wall limiter there, and then of course the beat repeat. So this can be pretty interesting on vocals. This is basically like a delay or beat repeat. So every bar that we've got it set to, it's going to do is 16th notes, and we've got different variations. The chance will be 100%. So you'll notice if we solo the vocals here, every bar we will get a beat repeat at, well, with the variation 5, it'll be at the very last beat of the measure.
When I say, how are you?
Yeah.
You just look and stare. Should I ask if you're okay? Do you even care?
Pretty cool effect. Let's hear how it sounds in the mix.
When I say, how are you? You just look and stare. Should I ask if you're okay? Do you even care? I thought I'd say I love you. So
Pretty cool effect. I liked it. So I think we're going to leave that. Now let's go to the ending here. And when I had set this up originally, I noticed there's quite a lot of noise. You know, I tried to remove a lot of the noise out of the mic line. Again, that's picking up the sound from my computer, unfortunately. Once I get a mixer, I will be on the other side of the studio, farther away from the PC. Maybe in the future I'll get like one of those little vocal boxes or something. But, you know, we just got to do the best we can with what we have. And that's what we're going to do. 1 concurrent viewers, 4 views. Thank you. Awesome. So yeah, we're going to export this as soon as we clean up the noise at the very end. And we can do some of that too with an audio roll-off in DaVinci. After we bounce this out, we're going to master it quickly, and then we'll bounce that out to DaVinci and start doing some post-compositing video effects. Let's listen to the very ending and try to remove some of this noise if we can.
I'll be here.
So I'd like the vocals to kind of ring out a little bit more. So if we hit A, and if we go to our mixer, and we can play with our sends here. So you can see maybe about here. I want to ramp this up. Oh wait, can I not? Is that the max? No, should not be. It should be. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we will also add some automation. So you notice once there's automation, you get that little red dot there. So you can see mixer and reverb. There's the automation. Mixer delay. We're going to add a bunch of delay to this to see if it can ring out. Let's hear how that sounds. I don't know about that. Let's hear it again. Let's turn the delay down.
I'll be here.
A little bit better, but let's go on to the cycles track and ramp the delay up here. Let's see how that sounds.
I'll be here.
That's better. We get a little bit more ringing out of the cycles. We'll be able to roll off some of the noise that's coming out. Let's hear what the Minilogue's doing here. Let's hear the Minilogue in context. We can see that the transients of the waveform is quite small, so I think we're going to have to boost up the Minilogue here. Let's take a listen. silkhorn solo to have a little bit more dominance there at the forefront of the sound. Okay, I think we're okay with that for now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to the beginning. We're gonna save our project here, and we are going to export this, and then yep, that's all good. Export. I may lose the mic here. I don't think so though, because I thought I fixed it. In OBS Studio, we have one concurrent viewer. Awesome. If you stick with me here, it shouldn't take long to export this. Hopefully we still have volume. I'll talk about something cool. And yeah, we still have volume. Oh, that's so much better. In the last live streams, I was doing all my vocals. Ooh, we don't want to record there. I was doing all my vocals through Ableton and was getting this weird mic doubling effect, and it was just totally dead air when I was exporting stuff. So this is far better. So yeah, this isn't going to take very long. We can see it's already almost done because we don't have any multi-tracking and a bunch of EQs and stuff on that, because we don't have the ability to with the cycles. This will be very quick. In the meantime, we're going to open up a couple things that I know we're going to need. We're going to need Shutter Encoder, and this will make sense near the end of the project. We're also going to go into our bookmarks. Yes, I am a nerd. Okay, loudnesspenalty.com. This is a loudness penalty analyzer. They do make this in a plugin as well, and if I knew more about what I'm trying to do in terms of mixing and mastering, I'm sure all of this information is, you know, in Ableton or in a plugin or on Ozone, but learning how to read everything and make sense of it can be a little bit overwhelming when you're first getting into it. So I definitely would recommend Loudness Penalty if you're trying to upload your own music and you want to make sure it is at least the maximum loudness before they would give you a penalty. A lot of streaming services, if you are over the threshold or their cutoff, they will lower the volume of your music by 50%. Nobody wants that. So this is a very useful tool, loudnesspenalty.com. Okay, so now this is going to say recent set. However, normally this would be a new set. Like I said, I did get a little bit ahead of myself, but we are going to delete this old master right here. We're going to go to our project folder, and this is going to be album. Again, I have a head cold, so sorry for the nasally sounds today and the sniffles. Let's remember what our, yes, I have a few songs here. Let's remember what it's called. It's How Are You? And we want How Are You Wave. Yes. So we'll just drag and drop that here. I really should have a mastering template. I always just put it on an audio channel and just remove all this stuff. It's off anyways, not like it would even do anything. Okay. And let's take a listen, make sure it came in okay. A little bit loud there, sorry about that. Okay. Yes, so it did come in okay. I'm going to learn from my mistakes last time, and we're going to turn this down because when we're mastering, we're definitely going to have some increased volume because we're going to have some compression. So a lot of the peaks are going to be taken away, and that means a lot of the low stuff can be brought up so we can hear it. And so it's balanced more better. Yes. Okay. So we're going to start here now. I am limited on time as always. We are already at 9:26. We're going to do Ozone today. One day we will do stock Ableton plugins, like saturation, compression, EQs, that kind of stuff, limiters, all that. for now, ignore that this says vocals. And we're going to have Ozone take a listen, and we're going to turn this way down for your listening pleasure. And we're going to go to the loudest point of our track, which is this. Ooh, that sounds terrible. We are clipping pretty bad here. Yeah, so we may not be able to do this. Oh, boy. And so you can hear the, all systems go. I bet you really learned a lot about that. So it's going to try to analyze our sound. Now, normally it can work, but with the CPU threshold where it's at, 60, 70%, boy, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I really hope we can. Ooh, yeah, now that is bad. Alright, so we're going to save as, and I'm going to make a second version of this master in the event that we cannot use Ozone because it is causing our CPU spikes and thus our audio to kind of crud out on us. That, or it is my aging interface. We'll make a second copy so that if we had to, I can use the first copy I made yesterday for demonstration purposes. We will only give this, and let's see how much CPU usage. So even just at a base, we're at 36 CPU usage. 36%, that is quite a lot. Let's go into Task Manager. OBS, Ableton. Yeah, no, I mean, it's the usual suspects, right? You know, computer's getting on about 4 years old, so you know, I gotta stop getting audio gear stuff and probably upgrade my CPU. So let's hear it. So you notice we get no crackling or anything. Yeah, I think we're just gonna say that it's not gonna work today. Unfortunately. We will save the changes to it. There shouldn't be too many differences, however. So for the sake of moving right along, we're going to move right along. And yeah, you know, hiccups happen, problems happen. Often it's in the summer months. You know, heat and electronics do not mix. So we're going to open up DaVinci Resolve. Let's see here. We still have one concurrent viewer. Thank you so much. You made it through that disaster. And here we go. It is loading up. All right, and we're going to do new project. How are you? Create. Okay, we're going to, on the very bottom, we're going to hit edit. Okay. And in our little project folder here, we are going to have our videos. These are finished. These are unfinished clips. This would have been a video from yesterday, and it's gotta be one of these, right? Probably this one. 934. This is the latest video I had. 828. That's today, right? Wait, today is the 28th. Okay. So it must be this one. Change the frame rate. Okay, and now since we're here anyways, we're going to get our master track. Again, this is the one that I made yesterday. I will update it once it's a little bit cooler out and I can master the version that you saw me work on. But for now, this is where we are at. How are you? V2, version 2 master. We'll drop the wave here. We're going to right click on our video file and go to clip attributes, click on the audio on the very top, and we're going to mute these left right channels, left right because it's stereo. We're going to drop our video track, and you notice no audio information came with it. That's exactly what we are looking for. And then if we hold Alt and mouse wheel down, we can shrink that so we can see the entire file. I'm just looking at the end here to make sure it's when I was talking, and I believe this is the correct video clip. Yes, it is. It should be. Okay, so now we have the fun part. Let's figure out where the audio goes in this clip. It always helps to have some pointers, like where does the song end? So here I'm clearly talking. I usually get a drink of water after I perform because I'm thirsty. Too much yapping as always. Yapping away. Oh, we are pretty close here to the end. That is the end. I can tell that I said here. Okay, now the audio file should be right there. That should be where it ends. It should be close. So let's take a listen. We're actually going to scrub through and see. Okay, I'm looking at the fake plant. Fake plant confirmed. Okay. Let's see when I start singing. It looks like I'm getting ready. Oh, blah. And blah. Alright, we're going to zoom in and we're going to create a marker. If we click on our video file, we can zoom in holding Alt and mouse wheel up. And we're going to take a look and see when I open my mouth. So that's about there. When. It looks like I'm saying when I say. When. Yes, when I say. Cyan only. Only cyan. A lot of people make a mistake there. And, you know, you think you know a couple things about video editing. If you are not using cyan markers, can you really say that you know anything at all? I don't think you can. I mean, there's clearly only one solution. Okay, enough nonsense. Let's scrub back a little bit so I can hear. I've got to move the audio. So there it is. We can see this little dip here. Let's scroll back a little more and confirm. So it's right here. So if I click here, we can line it up to our marker, roughly. Let's see if this is close.
When I say, how are you? You just look and stare. Should I ask?
Alright, now let's go to the beginning. That looks pretty close to me. Just a side note, while I'm thinking of it and thinking of like where this is going to sit in the Cycles album, which will be the name of my next album, I try to think of albums conceptually, or like not necessarily themed, but I like it to be you know, to where everything's kind of got a same vibe or sound. So thus, you know, I try to stick with similar synths, or maybe a recurring theme that might come out in different songs. But I'm trying to think of where this is going to sit in the album, and I've got a couple tracks. I think 6 tracks already on the album, a few unreleased tracks, and I think right after You're All I Need. If you haven't listened to that yet, check it out on the YouTube, and you can see it is right here. My channel is You Like That 8787. I wasn't born in 87 twice, just once. But I'm assuming You Like That 87 was taken, so here I am. And there it is, You're All I Need. So this is really kind of a synth-wavy, ambient, just, oh, lush. I love it. But, you know, a deeper song. And I think right after that, I would love to have this song. Because instantly, from the first kettlebells, you're like, oh man, this is a good vibe. This is happy. It just makes me smile. And that's the beautiful thing about music. I mean, it can take you places nothing else can. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. Look at this. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. I'm not even listening to it right now. I'm so excited about it. I got goosebumps, man. Ooh. Can you feel it? I can feel it in the air. And I know there's moisture in the air because it's so hot right now. But we can feel some other stuff too. There's some magic out there. Yes, there's some audio clipping. Is everything mixed and mastered perfectly? No. Will it ever be? I doubt it. Because I'm just so excited to create. I just want to be creating. You know, and yes, I'd like to refine the process in the meantime. But I think it is making those big mistakes and that really kind of gears you to learning different things. You know, oh man, I didn't like the way this turned out. This really sounded brassy and tinny. I was sick when I sang that, and I sound super nasally. You know, how do I fix it? You know, the necessity is the source of all creation. Let's create necessity, and thus we will further our creation. Oh. Take me to the island. I was amazed that $4.99 in the US, $5.99 in Canada. Okay, so yeah, everything looks pretty good for now. So what we are going to do, we are going to take this clip, and we want to make sure, so if you see the double brackets, it's going to shrink from both ends. We want the ending bracket, and it's automatically going to snap. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to get that ending bracket, and it's automatically going to snap. Then we're just going to highlight everything. Now, let's say your cursor was here. It will snap to cursor. So if your cursor was like here, near the beginning, you would maybe, perhaps, depending on how close it was to the beginning, have a hard time actually snapping it. So just move your cursor if that's the case. Okay, so we're going to click in here, maybe about here is good. And now let's start thinking about some video effects. And also, well, we'll wait. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Video effects first. We also have to do the loudness meter as well, but we will save that for the end. So, what am I thinking? What do we have going on here? We've got a lot of soft, kind of sunrise, sunset video effects going on. Let me just check the OBS Studio. 18 views, 1 concurrent viewer. Thank you so much. Let's actually do a poll today. What should today's poll be? Oh, okay. Let's see. Is the mic? Oh, is. How about actual grammar. Is, do, be about it. Does the mic level sound okay? Start poll. Okay, and that's this level here. I think we should be good. Pretty sure we're hitting mostly greens, sometimes yellows, but yeah, just want to make sure that the audio levels are okay. Okay, let's find an area where we've got some action going on in terms of the synesthesia graphics. There we go. There's a pretty sharp edge there. I like that edge. This should do okay. So you can always invert, but it's kind of a cool vibe. I've done that before. But in this process,
when I say, how are you? You just look and stare. Should I ask if you're okay? Do you even care? I thought
kind of cool. Maybe we do some other things. Maybe really? Oh, no, it is. And then so yeah, I don't think we want edge detect. Interesting. So you can see here how soft the edges are, how hard the edges are. You can change the angle of the embossment. Embossment? Is that a word? Embossing? I'm not sure. And let's see what some other things are here. No.
say I love you. So you're when you feel.
Yep, I'm thinking no. I do like that this song is so happy. It's talking about love, and love equals red, right? Love, hearts, blood, and stuff, I think. So, I mean, maybe that works. This is the free version of DaVinci, and you'll notice you won't get everything. So the things that you don't get, I like that I point up here, like you can see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, but yeah, the things that you don't get, they will say. You'll see it says DaVinci Resolve Studio, and it'll have like a big overlay graphic on it. I think the pencil sketch is pretty darn cool though. But not something we'll be able to do. Ooh, this prism blur. Now what can we do with that? Maybe we can do some blur effects, maybe some animations, blur strength. Ooh, okay, maybe like out of focus, in focus type of thing. Aberration distance. Ooh, whoa. Did you just see what I just saw? Was that one of the coolest things that you've ever seen in your life? Probably not. But it is cool. Look at how cool that is. Aberration distance. Aberration strength. Aberration. What does it mean? Let's learn together. Aberration is a noun that means to deviate from what is normal, usual, or right. Boy, my life is an aberration. Huh. Oh, I'll have to get deeper on that later. I don't know about that. I learned a new word today. Maybe we all did. Aberration? Aberration. to deviate from what is normal or right. Yes. But I think what is normal and is right is being true to yourself. And if that's weird, then I think that's great. So I think we should all be aberrations. Okay. Wow, that is a cool frame. That is a very cool frame. And you can see all the interesting texture that the synesthesia has brought with that overlay. Oh my goodness, this is... Oh, we're getting close. Where are we at for time? Because I'm starving. I gotta do fasted cardio. I can always tell we're getting close. We have 14 minutes. We can do this. We got this. Easy peasy. Oh, yeah, stomach is rumbling though. Gotta get that cardio in. Stay fit. Take care of yourselves. Hydrate. So I know we don't want to fade the audio in. Do we want to fade the video in? So you can see this little, and if I again hold Alt, let's zoom in. We can get a little bit finer here. You can see that it will show you how many seconds it is fading in for, and it is just this little icon, I guess you would say, that you drag out. Yeah, I like that. I want it boom here. So boom, let's boom, full. Okay, right here. So just a slight fade in from black. Not too much, because it's like, boom, here I am. Yeah, okay. Beautiful colors, a lot of action going on. It's happy, it's vibrant. It's everything that the music is. It's what I'm trying to translate. I'm a happy guy. But there's other things we can do. There's other things we can do. Oh, wait. Wait. That was under Prism Blur, right? Right. Fusion, Prism. Oh, yes, here it is. I was going to say, we just learned about aberration, man. We can't lose it. Okay. So we are going to mess with the blur strength. Or is it, no, it's distance, aberration distance. So we will set a marker here. And I don't know how frequently I want to do this, but it's okay. And so if I just simply move right to here, let's say, make a marker. Let's go here. And we're gonna take the distance back down. Automatically makes a marker. Here. Take the distance back up. It's gonna make a marker. Ooh, my goodness, is that cool or what? Oh, come on. It's so cool. Oh, I cannot wait to watch this. Increase aberration distance. Oh my god, that is just trippy, man. Lower aberration distance. Back, forth. When is it gonna end? I don't know. Alt, mouse wheel, scroll out. Okay. Increase. Less. Increase. Less. Yeah, this is, you know, tiny a bit of work, but very simple video effect animations. You know, we're not really creating models or anything here. We're not doing, you know, complex rendering or anything, although this will take a little bit of time to render out. But no extreme animation. And then I think we'll just, yeah, by the end there. So let's get an idea of what this is going to look like. Then we're going to do our volume, export it, and maybe we'll do a full preview. plant. Why do all YouTubers have plants? Most of them are fake. We lost our concurrent viewer. That's okay. My plants are fake. Should I get real plants? I don't know. Everybody else has the plants though, so I was like, I guess I gotta have plants. Plants and stuff. Okay, so pretty happy with this. Let's hear how it ends and do that little cut off there with the volume if we have some noise at the end.
Better come find me. I'll be here.
Yeah, so at the very end there you can definitely hear the noise. And let's scroll in here.
I'll be here. I'll be here.
Yeah, let's just make it all shorter.
I'll be here.
And fade out.
I'll be here.
Maybe slightly longer.
Be here.
Yes. Okay. I think. First, we're going to save this, and we're actually going to close it. I've had some issues here. Hopefully, don't lose you. I do need to. Well, do I want to do that? No, I don't think so. We're at 52, 53 minutes. I actually think we're going to wrap it up here. I haven't experimented with that yet, but normally, and why I'm not going to do this right now, for loudness penalty analyzer to work, you have to be at 44.1 or 48K sample rate. And right now I'm set at 96K. Through the Focusrite interface, my Scarlett 18i20, you can change your sample rate here. However, so I can change this here, no problem. And then I could drag my file. So normally what we would do, we would export this. When you export this, you would have your video file. I would then take my video file and use Shutter Encoder, use the sound conversion of Wave. You would simply drag, let's say this was it, you would just drag this over here and hit start function. After you would do that, you would have the wave file here, and you would simply just drag that wave file into this drag and drop audio file here section. Or you could just select the file here. And it would automatically analyze, not upload, your track. And from there, it would tell you based on what service you are uploading to, be it Apple Music, Spotify, or YouTube, whatever it may be. They have, I think, 8 different options there. It would show you minus 1.3 dB means you've got 1.3 dB worth of ceiling that you could use up, and you would want to do that. So to do that, you would simply then say, okay, I'm going to go back into my video file here, load that up, and I will show you quickly where you would adjust those audio levels to compensate for what the loudness penalty analyzer has told you. So here we are. I do open. Let's say it was minus 1.3 dB. I can see I've got a couple channels. I've got a bus channel, which is the sum of all of my audio, and then we've got audio 1 and 2. Remember that we muted audio 1. Audio 1 came in on our video file, the MP4. We muted that up here through clip attributes, audio, and source channel. This is a stereo left right, so we muted both of those. So we would not adjust on audio 1, we would adjust on audio 2, and we would simply boost it by 1.3 or whatever it is. To get a little bit finer, we could raise this up. There There we go, plus 1.3, and then we would simply quick export and export like that. So we will, I will be doing that off of the screen for the sole reason that when I do change my sample rate, my audio interface kind of clicks off and on very quickly, and it will cause OBS Studio to lose the information that I have right here. So the device, because it flips on and off, because I'm changing the sample rate, it would simply change this back to default. So this would no longer be on my, I've got the mic on channel 2 here, that would be gone. So I would lose my mic. And then as well as this DAW information here, the loop back. Alright, so the loop back left, right on my focus, right, 18i20, is going to be all of the sound that you're hearing like out of Ableton. Of course, you have to use a RIA stream plugin through OBS Studio and Ableton. Check that out, RIA, R-E-A stream plugins. That's basically so that OBS Studio can listen to your DAW, but the rest of this loopback feature is all of the sounds that's coming through DaVinci, through anything that I'm playing through my browser, basically my desktop. So I would lose all of that. I'm not sure how to do that seamlessly. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I think we will just do a preview here. So again, Alt, we're going to listen to this in its entirety, and let's make it bigger. There we go. And let me make sure you guys are seeing it. Yes, you are. And before I start this, 2 concurrent viewers. Awesome. Thank you for joining. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell if this is your jam. If not, find your favorite kind of jelly. What is your favorite kind of jelly? Good day. Good day. Good day. Thank you for engaging. And oh, there's so many different there. Good day. All right. So, yeah. This is Wednesday, Finish It Day. We've basically finished it. If you like this track, stay tuned. Friday, 9 a.m. It's going to be out in the YouTube. Very excited about that. You'll hear my dog Leia growling at nothing, and that is her favorite thing to do. Okay, Leles. Leles. Lay down, Lele. Lay down, little lilies. Okay, quick dog break. Just sorry. Uno momento. Quick dog break. Hello, my doggos. Hello, my sad seals. Hello. Okay, tippy tappies. Yes, a couple little kisses. Very good, very good. Okay, here we are. So this was a little shorter song, 3 minutes, odd seconds, 40 something seconds. Trying to do some shorter songs because I had a couple 10, 11, 12 minute jams on this album as well. One of them being Hello. Definitely check that out if you're into kind of more acid techno-y sound. And then another one is not released. It's one of my favorites though, and I don't know if I'm going to release it. I think I might leave it as a bonus track on the album to get you guys to listen to the album. Yeah, Trixie. All right, here we go. Let's take a listen and a view.
look and stare. Should I ask if you're okay? Do you even care? I thought I'd say I love you. So you're aware
Gotta be the hand hearts.
when you feel better, come find me. I'll be here when you say you love me. I do too. When you say you love me, I do too.
I feel like I'm going on a quest in a forest or something with hobbits. And a wizard. So you'll notice a mistake right there. That's the one that we fixed. So that'll be put back into here. The decay really tightening up. Everything getting quieter, kind of bringing it down a little bit. I don't know what this means. What do I do with my hands? I don't understand it. I think this means more though. I want more of that.
When I say, how are you? You just look and stare. Should I ask
The delay
if you're
on the
okay?
binoculars.
Do you even care? I thought I'd say I love you. So you're aware when you feel better, come find me. I'll be here.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, we did a thing. Oh, we did a thing. So yeah, still have some work to do. I'm going to finish the mastering session later today when it's cooler out and my CPU doesn't fry. The nice thing is, as long as I named it the same, and I will, once I'm done, I will overwrite it to How Are You V2M instead of, if you remember, we named it How Are You V2M2 version 2 Master 2. But as long as when I'm done, I will rename it to the V2M that we have here, and it will automatically update. Now we will have to re-export in DaVinci, but we won't have to do the work that we did in DaVinci where we lined everything up. So that will save some time. Also, once the master is done, and only once the master is done, then we can check our levels through loudness penalty. Because of course, through mastering, if we checked our levels right now, it wouldn't really matter. We would get a reading, of course, but it wouldn't be relevant because through mastering and compression and equalization, things are going to get louder. And that's what we want. So all of that stuff I'll do hopefully later today, maybe tomorrow. Where are we at? Right here, 1 concurrent viewer, 26 views. That is awesome. Yes, it looks like the microphone levels are good. Audio levels are good. Awesome. Very cool. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Hour and 5 minutes, just about an hour. And I just want to give a big thank you. This is wrapping up the 2nd session. Yeah, so every single week, this is where we're going to be. Well, most every week. Take a couple vacations here and there, but so yeah. Thanks again. If you haven't, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Your support means the world, helps me grow, and yeah, just really love being here, making music. Join me next time. I'll see ya. Peace out, Girl Scout.